So, hello everybody, my name is mothertrucker and welcome today to another video on the channel. And oh man, I am so hyped for this one. When I finished this game that I just cooked up, oh my goodness, I felt amazing. I felt like a god when I finished this game. What on earth happened to my brain? I was suddenly thinking like the best attacker of all time. And listen, just watch, okay? Just watch. D4, D5, London system chosen by the opponent. I continue developing pieces, chop the bishop, no need for it to be there. And I prepare myself the option to go queenside castling, which is fairly common, but also the option of going kingside castling. The way that my opponent decides to castle, I immediately want it to launch an attack against him. Something I have learned very much in my Sicilian games. And why did I play the Sicilian? Stay tuned. Anyway, I do this idea of trying to bring my pieces out so that I could castle both ways. And when I saw him castling short, I was like, yep, sorry, castling short, yeah. I was like, my man, G4, H5, G5, H5. I would never castle in this position short. I would definitely go long. Why? Because I don't really have an attacking prospect here. But here, I can push your pieces back immediately. And look at this already. I forced your pawn forward. It is a weakness. Now your bishop's gotta go back. And I just strike knight h6. Point, go g4. And do something against it. What are you gonna do? Play g5 en passant. And suddenly your defenses fall apart. What are you gonna do to stop g5? Nothing. You're just gonna do nothing. Okay, launch a counterattack. It's not the best of moves, but it's certainly a move. g4. Don't care in inaccuracy. Look at this. Without these evaluation things, these are just better for you to maybe pause the video and try to find how would you defend, because I did not play perfect. But boy, I think I played well. G4 is a move just designed to rip open the king side. Because yes, he can now go queen g6 check. That's probably what the computer is so mad about. But it's not like it's gonna be much easier from this point onwards. Because now I just have an open file to work with. I castle and good morning. I mean, you would be greedy, take this pawn. Hello. Who's defending that knight? Come here. Hello. Oh, and by the way, that attacked the knight this way as well. But I can just go like this and like, hello. Where are you gonna go? See the poison of this attack? So after g4, knight to e1 was played. Instead of queen g6 check. And I captured. Like, hello. That's the highway to hell, brother. You don't listen to AC/DC, nor do I, but I know that one song. I listened to this song. This was wonderful. This got me so hyped for this game. Like, 19 years old, but still one masterpiece. But what is the point of this game? Just watch this open file and watch how this highway just turns into the Cobra 11 highway. You know, you see Gerkan traveling down here. You see Ben, and you know, like, uh-oh. Gerkan, Ben, I think we're in trouble. Oh. That's the sound of trouble. F4 is just, this is a mental move. I wanted to go in response, which is insane. E4, which is actually the best move. I've thought about it because I just come here. It's so destructive, and then I can bring the rooks, but I did it this way and after that. Then I went rook hg8 check. It's not a bad move per se, but it allows the king to go forward a bit. Stepping into the corner is basically suicide at this level, so he just gotta run. You gotta run over there. So my opponent did think quite well. But I just continue. Bring the knight forward. My goal, this juicy square. Hitting the rook. If you take, I sneak a passed pawn through. I cannot draw arrows, I'm so excited. If you don't move the rook, let's say you did, okay, I can show this line. So after, let's say, knight fe3, which is the best move, I played knight g3, and okay, you can try and go here with the rook, and then some Stuff could happen like maybe a check, you take, I take, you have to move the queen because you're forked, and you know, this is a position that he can survive. But who is finding the best defensive ways? Survive, not thrive. Survive was the word. So okay, he chopped, and this is what I was talking about, drawing the terrible arrow. Attack the king, it gotta move somewhere. Where did he go? G2, stop the pawn, great, but now you can't run. Now we are locked in the remains of your castle. Hardly even castle at all right now, because there is an imposter pawn. If this was a white pawn, he's just still, I think, worse, but fine. But this is a black pawn. My move, queen e8. Why? Number one. Number two. The bishop can go here. This can go here. The rook now controls this pawn, which can get very weak in the future because this pawn is weak. And bishop to d6 would actually defend this pawn. His response, c4. He's all in for the counterattack, but it's way too late. It's way too late. Queen h5. Again, I can double up here. Sorry. I can double up here. Target this pawn. Come here. Support this pawn. Who's stopping me? If for whatever reason, by the way, after I double and you for whatever reason take, call an ambulance, but not for me. That's how much I'll say. c5. He's trying to lock it. I have no idea when my opponent did not try and open the position, because we all know it's basic chess knowledge. At this level, definitely, he's a very good chess player. I mean, when you're 1400, you're not trash. Magnus Carlsen said that you shouldn't be embarrassed at the level where you are 400 ELO and higher. Hey, we are over 1000 ELO over that. I don't think he should be embarrassed, but you know, he's a good player. But definitely he should know that a locked center benefits the attacking side. And I don't think that this classifies as an attack, but this definitely does. Just look at that. Look at it. Okay, rook h8. Fine, good defense. Pushing here is fine. I can show the line of pushing. But when you push, you start to suddenly allow the knight being weak. You can start kicking the knight around, and then this falls. Pushing a pawn like this even allows new paths to the king, like queen g4, queen h3, you know, and various sacrificial ideas. I can play f5 now. And now you gotta do this anyway, but you just have a worse pawn now. So that is the line after h4. Computer prefers it, but it's a computer. We are humans. Rook dg8. Again, this pawn is now covered, and I can start moving my queen. Knight to f1, trying to hit the pawn, and e5. Now that I see that this center, this stonewall structure is very strong, and I want to break it apart. So okay, captures, captures, and captures. I sacrifice the pawn for the sole reason of chaos. I don't care. Give me a check. Chaos. And now begins the best part of the game. It's move 27. The game ends on move 33. Let's begin. b5, baby. His attack has arrived as well, but it's hardly an attack at all. When your knight is attacked, counterattack the queen. I'm like, everything is holding. You can't take the bishop, the knight still defends it. You can't take the knight, the pawn still defends it. You can't take this pawn, the knight still defends it. And you gotta go. And it's not like you can stay in the position. Covered, 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 covered. Not covered, but stupid. Covered, 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 covered. So you gotta go like queen c4. Yes, the computer did want the queen to go here, but like, that's just stupid. After queen to g4, you are still, you're forced to trade queens now. And after this, I can take here, take here, take here, here, and enjoy a position where I just dominate, because you cannot take right now. You gotta move the knight. Now I defend. if you decide to in this position take my knight, I take your, you take mine, fine, and I am still just crushing. The next move is gonna be g4 after I grab these 2 pawns. It's over. So that is why all the way back here I saw that, sorry, wrong arrow on my keyboard, that queen g4 is just stupid because it trades down in a position that would just completely be dead lost. It's a g pawn that is passed, and it's gonna be protected soon. You're not making it alive out of this one. Fine. That was a long line that we explored, but that is why queen c4 was called a miss, so you just would understand. Now my move was knight to a5, best move, counter-attacking the queen, getting the knight out of danger. And here, he should have attacked with queen a5, but I would basically play the same things nevertheless. The problem after this move with queen to c5 is that it allows a series of moves that wouldn't be possible. If the queen was on a4, the move e4 wouldn't be possible. Yes, it would be possible to go here, sacrifice, and create just 2 passed pawns. I think actually it's not even about taking here, there's just some other ridiculous thing once more. Not that, definitely. But I'm not gonna go down that line. I have explored way too many additional lines. I want to show you the end of this game. So the problem with queen c3 that it now allows e4. And you cannot be like, okay, trade, because this is checkmate. You cannot allow this. So my opponent here just should have admitted defeat and gone back. And looked this position in the face and acted as if it was fine. It is not fine, but you can play rook a2, the rook that has been here, just a standing tower, has finally moved. And this position apparently is survivable. Yes, I mean, I can do basically anything here. Rook here, threaten like a promotion with check and everything, but you still somehow keep defense. I don't know how it is possible, but you still somehow keep defending. But my opponent decided to not give in, and after e4, he didn't give up the knight. He went knight d4. And in this position, I realized the only thing guarding this checkmate and this checkmate, because, sorry, way too many arrows, because here takes bishop h4 checkmate. These 2 squares are guarded by 1 piece. That piece is the knight. Bye-bye. Sacrificing the rook. You take with the queen, simple checkmate. You take with the pawn, checkmate that happened in the game. This was the actual game. But what happens if you don't take? You have to keep defending the threat of checkmate on these 2 squares. And how do you do that? There is an idea here that is taking and just trying to hide, but this results in checkmate. Trying to hide over here results in, I think this is checkmate. No, but this now is. This is checkmate. So you cannot just take this pawn, sorry. You cannot just take this pawn. How about the move knight here? And after this, we go check, you hide. Well, there is still a problem. Now this is checkmate. I just need the queen. So no matter what you do here, as a human, I don't know how the computer evaluates there is some way to survive. What's that way exactly? I don't know. Maybe running back. Okay, running back is the way to survive, apparently. because I have no clue what you do after this. Because, like, what do you do? Do you play rook here? Okay, sure, but that loses a rook, so probably... What do you even play here? There is nothing. So, after rook takes d4, opponent gave in, and this was checkmate. While he is up 4 points of material. Insane, ridiculous game. And I hope you can see now why I thought this game is so wonderful. Everything just came together here. If we come back, everything came together. And it all started when my guy decided to castle short. And I launched the crazy attack. Chopping away at his defenses, destroying his castle. Checking him, bringing my pieces, creating the passed g-pawn. Rerouting my pieces, forcing him to defend, creating madness, absolute madness, by every piece hanging at the same time, and then in the dire case where my knight was hanging, I found e4, rook takes d4, and queen e2 check, ending with bishop h4 checkmate. Incredible, I think, and I hope that you down in the comments can also tell me maybe some of your own ideas. I like to hear ideas of people, not engines, because, like, what would you play in this position, specifically this position? How would a person defend it? How would the person defend all of these things without knowing it's -6 because of the engine who finds some ridiculous way to survive after king g8? So, there you go, and may God bless you all.